everyone, Shane R. Monroe here, and today we're going to do a new TPS video, technical performance and settings on Valheim. It just came out with a new upgrade, so a lot of people are always interested when they see optimizations or fixes, that sort of thing. They want to kind of see how it's working out on the Steam Deck. So we're going to go ahead and place Valheim. We won't use OpenGL for this one, but we'll say ask me each time anyway. Let's start off by saying God bless you at Iron Gate. You can see right here, I did a short of this earlier because I wasn't sure I would see it again. These guys are actually thinking about the Steam Deck. You can see right here, it's saying, hey, PlayFab can't load. You're gonna have to use some sort of a Proton compatibility layer on the Steam Deck to access crossplay features. So how great is that? I mean, that's awesome. That's awesome. And another thing too is if you look at the controller, I think I mentioned this in one of my other videos, you can see that the controller is fully supported as the Steam Deck here is, and that's great. That's just great. So what I really love about the title screen, and let's sit here for just a minute. The title screen represents sort of the heaviest load you might see on the Steam Deck. So, for example, you've got fire, smoke, fog, a nice wide open view. And as you can see right now, our frame rate is not hitting 60. It's right in the 50s or so. And I think this is like the best benchmark you could probably do would be to look at the game kind of at its worst. Now, it's not raining. There's not 500 skeletons trying to bust down your fortress or anything. But it's worth noting that this is a heavy load title screen, and as such, we're seeing a representation of what we're looking at. Now, if we go to our settings, of course, this is the important part. What are we doing for this? Now, I'm at 720p because the Elgato will not capture 800p. However, there is an 800p option here in the graphics settings. You'll also notice I have turned everything off and everything down. There's nothing turned on. Absolutely nothing. And that's, if you want to achieve the high frame rates, this is what you're going to have to do. Now, you can play with some of these settings without hurting the frame rate too much. But I wanted you guys to see absolutely best possible frame rate. So that's what we're doing here. All right, I'm going to take my guy. Let me see, what's the world that's probably best? Let's just start here and see if I get it right. All right, and here we are. Now, the reason I chose this particular world and this particular character is because I have a rather large base built here, and I figured this is the best way, right? You need to see, let me invert my Y here real quick. You really need to see a large building structure if you're going to get any sort of realistic numbers on the game. Now, there's a couple of problems here. Well, not problems per se, but you'll see here that we're in the daytime. There's not really any fog. There's no rain. We're not being rained down by giants or by anything else. And you can see our realistic frame rate is jumping all over the place. Our draw ahead is really, really bad. This all has to do with some of the settings, of course, as well. I thought I inverted this. What the heck? I know people don't get the inversion, but trust me, I get it. All right, let's try now. There we go. Much better. So you can see here we do have some swamp looking out there. And the frame rate's holding okay. I mean, could you get guaranteed 30 out of this? Absolutely. Could you get 40 out of this on the LCD? Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm not going to wait around for nighttime, rain, fog, and everything else to show up. But it's playable. I mean, this is totally reasonable if you can handle the pop ahead. And of course, like I said, there are some of these items that you can mess with in the graphics settings that will improve the looks without knocking that frame rate down too much. Just gonna kind of wander around out here a little bit so you guys can see. Let me go over to the water here. Come on. Problem when you make your base safe from bad guys, you also make it safe from you getting out of it. Sneak, sneak, sneak. All right. Should be able to get up here, though. Maybe not. There we go. Boy, the bird really wants my attention, but he's not going to get it. Let's run around out here just a little bit. Lots of moats, lots of walls. Keep out the bad guys. You know Valheim. All right, so when we get to the water's edge and we have a lot of draw distance, there's some smoke in the background, a little fog maybe. So again, we're doing okay. Listen, this is a lot better than it was before, right? I mean, we were getting 30s and 40s. So I definitely believe that that we have some improvements here. Now, again, what's it going to cost you to improve the visuals here? Well, let's take a look. Why not? We're already here, right? Let's go over to graphics and let's see where would we probably get the best? Probably anti-aliasing, right? That would probably help a lot. Definitely smooth things up a little bit, but look at our frame rate. We just lost like 10 FPS for anti-aliasing purposes. Again, is this what you would call a game killer or a showstopper? Probably not, but damn. 10 frames is rough. All right, what else could we do? Nope, not log out. Took me forever to get in here as it was. So let's take that back off and see what else we can do with this. Man, there's just not much to work with in here, And that's still a nasty little hit. Doesn't really improve anything either. That's a bummer. Yeah, let's be honest. You're going to turn everything down and you're still not going to get 60 frames per second, which, listen, doesn't necessarily have to be 60 frames, but I would hate to, I really would hate to fight some of the bosses. Let's bring up some overlay stuff here. I'd hate to fight some of the bosses, with frame rate juddering around like this, to be honest, Get out of the way. But there you go. So yeah, is it better? Oh God, yes. Good job, Iron Gate. I have a weird feeling that we're going to see like official, like Steam Deck support out of the box. So when you go to settings, right? At some point in time, you're going to see a graphic mode that says Steam Deck, much like Cyberpunk or some of these other games that have really embraced. So this one, look at this, very low. Look at it. It turns the render scale down to 25%. Whew. Okay. Oh, there we go. And look at this. Here's the funny part. We look like we're playing an Atari 2600 game, but we're still not able to reach 60. Ooh, bad guy too. He is no match for my might. All right, well, you get the idea. Again, is it? Are we looking at 60 FPS yet? Nope, sorry. But we're getting closer. With every release, we're getting closer. And again, God bless the boys over at Iron Gate for continuing to support the Steam Deck with its optimizations and menu items and controller support. And yeah, I'm looking forward to a time when this game will run at a nice solid 60 on the Steam Deck, and maybe it'll never happen. But I've played so many hours of this game, 360 plus. I would love to have a portable version of this that I don't have to worry about some of the limitations, right? All right, listen, I hope you like what you saw here. If you did, like, subscribe, hit the bell. You guys know what to do. I'm Shane R. Monroe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and we'll see you next time.